of the seas. Folks, I got to make this quick because by the time you finish watching it, we're already more into your vacation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 3-day weekend getaway sampler cruise that's going to be a bunch of fun here aboard the Ovation of the Seas. It is my absolute pleasure and privilege, folks, to be your cruise director. My name is Steve. I come to you all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and with myself and the 1,500 officers, staff, and crew who come from all over the world, quite literally 70 nationalities, including your captain, Captain Espen, your hotel director, Mr. Keith. We're all here to make sure you guys have a wonderful 72 hours here aboard the Ovation. But this is going to be quick, and there's lots going on for you. So I'm going to tell you some of the cool stuff you need to know to maximize your time and have a bunch of fun here. I know you're going to have a bunch of fun here aboard this wonderful ship. We have a lot of first-time cruisers on board and some of our returning guests as well, so we're very happy to have you all on board. Welcome back to our Crown and Anchor members, and of course a big welcome to all of our new cruisers who are first time with Royal Caribbean. Now folks, number one thing, right out of the gate, all right? I know, we're here on board, you're excited, you get to your room, you want to start partying and having a good time. I get it all. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Number one thing we have on board ship is, of course, safety. So we ask that all of our guests on board ship, if you're watching this and you have not yet completed it, please do it right away so we don't have to chase you down, essentially, all right? Folks, we have a brand new safety operation here on board the ship called Muster 2.0, and it is the absolute easiest and way to, of course, get all the safety information that's coming your way. All we ask you to do is to download the Royal Caribbean app, folks. The Royal Caribbean app is free to get and it's free to use. Once you have the Royal Caribbean app on your phone, you can then utilize the safety icon on the bottom here, watch the life jacket demonstration video on your mobile device, and once you have done watching the life jacket video, all you do is check in with your teams at your assigned assembly stations. Your assigned assembly stations are open and ready for you. You can stop on by. Now, if you don't know the location of your assigned assembly station, you can find it right here on the Royal Caribbean app. It's also going to be on your set sail pass, that is your boarding pass when you came on board the ship. It's on your sea pass, that is your room key if you already have access to your cabin. And in fact, it'll be on large print on the back of your cabin door for you to find out where your assigned assembly station is. And if all that fails, feel free to ask any one of our very helpful and knowledgeable team members around the ship who will guide you in the right direction. I can't stress it enough. It is the most important thing to get done and get done right away. We have almost 5,000 guests on board the ship, and I can tell you from experience, 96% of you will get it done super quick. It's that last 4% that I'm directing this conversation at that we need to make sure that you go. I know it's so tempting. The bar's right there, the pub's right there, all the food's right there, all this, the deck's right there. Make sure you get that out of the way right away so we can get, of course, all the safety information to you, and then, of course, get ready for 3 days of fun here aboard the ship. Also, folks, the Royal Caribbean app is your number one way to find out everything happening around the vessel. It's the super easiest. It's totally free to get, totally free to use, all right? Get it from the Apple App Store or from Google Play. Have it on your phone. Once you have it on your phone, you can swipe up from the bottom and you'll find all the activities listed in chronological order for the entire day, all right? Very, very easy for you to find out what's going on around the ship. Also, you can make reservations for our specialty dining on board. With only 3 days, it's going to be very busy. For Chops Grill, for Izumi, of course, for Wonderland and Jamie's Italian. All very, very busy, so book those through the Royal Caribbean app, or you can call 7000. You can also, folks, book your reservations for Spectre's Cabaret, the only one of our shows that does require a reservation. It's going to happen inside of 270 on day 2 and day 3 of your cruise, and you need to make a reservation for that show because it is a smaller venue. You can do that through the Royal Caribbean app as well, and those reservations are, of course, first come, first served, all right? So be sure and utilize the app for all of your onboard necessities and everything you need to do as far as fun stuff around the ship. It's the easiest way to update the app and find out what's happening around the vessel. We do also have a printed version of the Cruise Compass that's available at guest services if you so desire. You can also get what's happening by taking your phone, opening up your camera app, and focusing in on that QR code right there. You will get the digital version of the printed Cruise Compass right there on your mobile device. Now, folks, once you've got your safety out of the way, we're set and ready for a bunch of fun here aboard the ship. Now, folks, it is my pleasure and privilege to be your cruise director. My name is Steve. Like I said, come to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I've been doing the cruising thing for 25 years, so happy to be back down here in Australia again for another wonderful season. I also, folks, am Royal Caribbean's one and only legally blind cruise director, which means that I have what's called 2200 vision. So what you see at 200 feet, I see at 20 feet. So only reason I tell you that is because over the next few days, if you happen to see me out and you wave from far away, I'm not going to see you. So come on up and say hello. We only have 3 days. There's almost 5,000 of you. I can meet you. Come on by and say hi. If you have a question, whatever it is, feel free to do so. You're never too busy to make sure that you guys get all the fun and information that you need over the next few days here aboard the ship. Now, folks, as it is our only 3 days here aboard the ship, a few things to remind you about. We're going to have a wonderful sail away. Sydney Sail Away is the most picturesque and beautiful sail away from any place I've ever sailed from in the world. We're going to set sail usually about 6:45 in the evening. And it's absolutely stunning. Be up on deck number 15 and 14 for the beautiful sail away. We'll have a little sail away party for you as well with your cruise director staff. That's always going to be a good time. And then an evening jam-packed with entertainment for you on your first night of the cruise. We're going to have showtime for you inside the Royal Theatre. This is going to be The Beautiful Dream, our wonderful singers and dancers on stage. Shows will be at 7 and 9 o'clock tonight. And then we're going to have ourselves also the 270 experience happening for you. Pardon me, I made a mistake. The Beautiful Dream is going to be at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock tonight inside of the Royal Theatre. Once again, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. And then inside of the 270 venue at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be hosting the 270 experience. Now, 270 is a $33 million venue. I'm going to show you some of the cool technology it has, some of the cool stuff it can do, and a couple of robotic shows. So be sure and join me for that at 9 o'clock. That's one time only for your cruise. And then at 11:15, we have late night R-rated adult comedy featuring Steve Allison for guests over the age of 18. That's tonight, so be sure and join us for that. So once again, entertainment consists of your sail away celebrations up on the pool deck, showtime in the Royal Theatre at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock for The Beautiful Dream, and of course 270 experience at 9 o'clock and 270, and 11:15, of course, late night comedy with Steve Allison inside of the Royal Theatre. We do ask one favor. We have a lot of guests on board, a lot of first-time guests, a lot of repeat guests, but a lot of kids as well. Almost 1,000 children on board the ship this cruise. We do ask one favor of all of our parents, grandparents, and guardians to please be mindful of your children's behavior, especially at showtime in the theater. We ask please no unaccompanied children in the first 2 rows at any of those venues, and of course, please have your children stay off of the stage areas and the areas of that are in operation during the shows. I know it sounds obvious, but it happens sometimes. So once again, for all parents, grandparents, and guardians, please be mindful of the behavior of your children, especially during the show times, so that everybody can enjoy the shows here aboard the ship. We have a jam-packed evening of live entertainment for you as well in our bars and lounges. We're going to have Darla playing up all your party favorites inside of the pub on deck 4. We've got James inside the Schooner Bar. We've got Pulso for you, our party band inside of Music Hall. We've also got party band number 2 inside of Boleros. That's going to be the Dukes. And we even have ourselves our late night DJ who's going to be busy this cruise, I know, inside the Music Hall. That's going to be DJ Bombay. So be sure to join us for all that fun around the ship. All that information can be found inside of the Royal Caribbean app. Of course, folks, once we do set sail and get out to sea, we'll open up everything for you, including the casino and the shops. Casino's on deck number 3, shops are on decks number 4 and 5. They can only be open once we set sail, so be sure and get out there and enjoy what they have for you as well. Spa open for you all day today on deck number 15 and 16. Tomorrow is going to be our formal night. Want to get your hair and makeup done? Give them a call on 4600. They'll be happy to take care of you as well. And of course, our photographers will be out capturing your casual portraits on night number 1, so be sure to click off all the photographs that you like. You can view and purchase all photographs in the gallery on deck number 5. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, make those reservations for our specialty dining because it's going to be very busy this cruise. In addition to the dining rooms on decks 3 and 4, we also have ourselves the Windjammer on deck number 14. But we have specialty dining options for you, available by making reservations through your Royal Caribbean app or by calling 7000. That includes Chops Grill, your steakhouse on board, Izumi for your sushi and sashimi. We also have Jamie's Italian for, guess what, your really rustic Italian food. And we've got ourselves a Wonderland right here on deck number 5. By the way, a little secret for you. Jamie Oliver was on board today. Did you know that? Yeah, we did some filming on board, some cool press stuff. So big thanks for Jamie, making it even more special to check out his restaurant right here on deck number 5. And then, of course, folks, like I said, lots to enjoy around the ship. As always, so get out there and have yourself some fun. Check your Royal Caribbean app. Check your cruise compass. We have a complete ship's tour coming up for you in a few moments' time here on RCTV1. And, of course, reminder to get that safety information out of the way as soon as possible and enjoy your 3 days here aboard the ship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to be your cruise director. I am Steve from Canada. On behalf of your captain, Captain Espen, on his final cruise with us this cruise, going on vacation soon. So thank you, Captain Espen, for all you've done. Your hotel director, Keith, and, of course, the 1,500 officers, staff, and crew from 70 nationalities. Get out there and have yourselves a great first day here aboard the ship. Welcome on board, welcome home. Stay positive, test negative, share peace and love. I'll see you around the ship.